Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and at the time of recording, we're starting to trickle into hunting season. People are going to start considering the calibers they're going to hunt with, and I want to throw this one into the ring. It is the 450 Bushmaster. Now, today I want to add a compilation of the last few years where I've used this cartridge to hunt, and you can see quite a bit of the game I have taken using this bullet and how effective it is. Now, before we begin, I want to briefly go over the rifle you're about to see in all these clips, answer a couple of questions hopefully. This is an AR-15 rifle, obviously. On the bottom I have a Diamondback DB15 upper. The trigger hasn't been changed, anything like that. It's been pretty darn good. Trigger could be a little bit better. It's the only thing I would necessarily change. And on the upper, I have a BCA upper 18-inch parkerized finish, obviously chambered in the 450 Bushmaster. Now, some people may be concerned about this being a value-oriented upper. Well, you hopefully see here in just a minute that this thing's been very effective, at least for me, up to 125, 150 yards. I've been very happy with it. Now, I did have a couple of issues, did have to send it back. Those have been resolved since. And the magazine I use is a Duramag. This only holds 5 rounds. No more than basically what I carried when I was hunting with my Savage Axis bolt gun in 243. Up top we have a Brushline Pro Crimson Trace 3x9x50 scope. It's done a fantastic job holding zero and has great low light performance. And of course, the thing we're discussing today, the cartridge, the 450, that is going to be these Hornady Black 250 grain cartridges. They've been extremely effective at bringing game down. It is a fat bullet, straight wall, and it's made to go through a bush. It's exactly what I wanted, and I've shot it to 150 yards with pretty darn good accuracy. With all that being covered, let's go ahead and get to what y'all wanted to see, and that's some of the game I've taken with this setup. Alright, here we go. Where did I hit her? Okay, so it is forward like I thought I did. And I got her in the shoulder, yep. Got her right where I was aiming and came out forward right through the neck. So it broke her down. That's why it was kind of hard to tell. Like I said, she was running weird, but it did look like it broke down both front shoulders. But I'll take her. That's awesome. We're just waiting for a feeder to go off over there. We have so many pigs. It certainly won't hurt to take 1 or 2 of them out. They'll be there for a minute. I'm probably going to go ahead and take a shot with the 450. Once I get a few others out of the way, I want to make sure I get good penetration. Dropped. That 450, just like always, seemed to do the trick. This thing dropped like a rock. He's pushing at least a 150 right around in there if I had to guess. Take a look at those chompers. You would not want to be messed with those things. I'll get them flipped over here in a second. We'll see where that shot went in and out of. I don't see anything quite on this side. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah. I got him somewhere right in this area. I don't know exactly where yet. Oh, there it is. Right in the head. He went down. I don't see the exit wound anywhere, but it bloodied him up, that's for certain. Wow. That is a big pig. So the entrance is right there and doesn't leave nearly as big of a hole as you would think. The other thing is, I'm definitely shooting high at the distance I'm shooting. I was aiming for the shoulder, and I ended up hitting her a little bit higher in the neck. But given the angle, the bullet exited out of her shoulder, and that's not a massive exit wound, although it certainly did break it. Initially, one large doe crossed, and I was just focused on the task at hand, so I didn't talk much. I saw another deer on the other side of the field. It looked like it wanted to cross as well, so I went ahead and got my gun ready in case she gave me an opportunity, and I just didn't even think about it. I didn't talk or anything. I just wanted to be prepared for the moment I might get a broadside shot at this decent doe inside the field. Here we go. That's it. She's going down. That's a broken leg. Now that I've taken her, I've still got about 45 minutes of hunting or so left. So I've got a very old buck call, and I'm just going to let out a few grunts every now and then to see if maybe there's a buck in the area as well. I have very little experience actually using a grunt call. However, I felt a little bit more confident today simply because I knew that I was in the middle of the rut, and I think I had a better understanding on how to use it. This guy came out of the brush completely unexpected. This is the first time I'd seen this deer on my property. I have a few cameras out, never saw them, and I was dumbstruck. So I went ahead, got the gun ready as quickly as I could, and I didn't talk much in this scenario as well, just wanted to be prepared. Once he got a little bit more comfortable, he walked in the field, basically walked right up to that doe I shot, and this is the difficult part, trying to get my camera set up and ready while I'm also trying to get a shot lined up, but fortunately, I did make it happen. Here is my doe. Great shot right through the heart as well as the shoulder. It did not go anywhere. Maybe ran 10 or so yards from where it stood. Could not be happier with that shot. And as excited as I am for this one, it's time to go find that buck as well. Just the tiniest dot, but right there is the first sign. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit thicker through here, so he's not too far up this way. Not the biggest buck in the world, but he's a good probably 140 pounds, 150 pounds. Decent rack on him. He's a 7-point, and that rack is outside of his ears or very close to it. As far as shot placement goes, it's a little bit farther back than what I wanted. I wanted it up here, but unfortunately a little bit farther, but that's still a double lung, and he expired very quickly, no question about it. I came out here hoping to get a doe just for some meat. I managed to do that. Gave out a few grunt calls because I still had some time remaining, and sure enough, this 7-point walked out. Generally, we like to shoot 6-point or bigger, and he may not be the biggest 7 in the world, but you know what? If he's going to present the opportunity to me, I definitely could use a little bit more deer meat, so I'm going to take it. Absolutely love the 450 Bushmaster. Did an excellent job on both of these harvests. Could not be happier with today's performance. Ready? This pick for me is an absolute monster. By far the biggest I've ever taken. Definitely a clean headshot. From what we can see, he went down immediately. 9 minutes to catch my breath. He's heavy. That is a huge, huge pig. I couldn't be happier. Well, guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. I want to shoot. What's that? There you go. There you go.
I think I gut shot it, Peyton.
What's that?
I think I gut shot it.
Keep your scope on her. Well, we just got up to this doe, And that Hornady Black was devastating. Take a look at this thing. A just about perfect heart shot. The exit wound is pretty clear and evident. I don't think much needs to be discussed about shot placement here. This year went down quite quickly, and we're certainly happy we got her. Fortunately, I have a bed mat. We're definitely going to need it because this is going to make a bit of a mess when we go to load it.
110 yards.
And that was in brush.
Yeah.
And right before he took that shot, I turn around and just went to do a quick glance over here, and sure enough, this deer had come out, and it's a 120-yard shot. But importantly, it was a clear view, and it's a shot that we have both done before. We know our aiming points, so it's something that gives us a little bit more confidence, and certainly that came into play this afternoon when it came to this doe right here.
That got him. He dropped. That's my biggest deer. At least by rack, no question about it.
Well, here he is. That is my 10-point. Man. Yep. So, the rack is a little bit thinner than I thought it would be. Looking from the stand, it looked a little bit bigger, but I guess, you know, that's how it normally goes. Although my shot, I really thought it was in the shoulder. I didn't think I got it in the neck. I don't know where that came from. So, I might have to check my gun and make sure it's sighted in, because I was not expecting to hit it right there. Regardless, though, I'll take him. That's a good deer. Not my biggest deer. Definitely one of my biggest racks. Definitely the most points as far as being a 10. Couldn't be happier with him. I'll take him. Just couldn't be more excited. 450 Bushmaster, old reliable, once again dropped this thing like a rock, no questions. Hornady Black FTX bullets. It's a BCA upper. Anybody curious about that? 16-inch. I got the scope cam too, and that's where I got some of the scope footage for this particular hunt. So if you're interested in any of that, that's all going to be linked in the description below. But wow, he is a good one. Couldn't be more excited. If y'all are interested to see what I am going to get, hopefully in the upcoming days, please make sure to stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to share, like, subscribe for more. And as always, thanks for watching.